23rd, National Espresso Day. So I thought today, let's do a dessert. Since tomorrow's Thanksgiving, let's get a head start and make a dessert that we'll serve tomorrow for Thanksgiving with espresso. Something I've never done before. I absolutely love it whenever I have it, but I've never actually made it myself before. And like I said, this is an espresso version. We're making flan today, which is that custard kind of pie thing. No crust or anything, you know what I mean. It just looks like a round thing of custard. You bake it in a pan and you pop it out, and it's got that caramel syrupy stuff on the top. Love it. And this will be a coffee version. A little drizzle of Kahlua in there too, just to jazz it up a little bit. Alrighty? Not very many ingredients. It looks like about 8 or 9 things, maybe 7, 8, and easy to do. So I've seen. We'll see if we find it to be as easy. But anyway, let's get started on this one. Here's what you need for today, because we got a lot to do for Thanksgiving tomorrow. So let's bang this one out. Be right back. Okay, for our espresso flan today, you'll need 1½ cups of sugar, 1/4 cup of water, 6 eggs, 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, 1/3 cup of strong espresso coffee, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1½ cans of evaporated milk, or 18 ounces, and a little drizzle of Kahlua. Okay, so let's get started. We got to start with our caramel. So on a medium-high heat, take your sugar in a sauce pot here, and your 1/4 cup of water. Okay, and the idea is we're going to melt this down and make our caramel. But the trick with this is don't touch it. Don't stir it all together, you know. You can, from what I've read, you can move the pot a little bit, but the point is to just kind of let it sit for about 8 minutes or so. You want it to get to that nice amber color like we've done before when we've made caramels. So just kind of let this just bubble, bubble, bubble. If you stir it, you're going to crystallize the sugar, and you don't want to do that. Okay, so let that go, and we'll get started on our other stuff over here. I figured I'd wait to actually make this because I want to do this part first. In your cake pan, I'm using like an 8.5-inch cake pan here. Take your caramel, it's done, because you see that golden color that it gets, that nice amber color. And you're just going to pour this into the bottom of your pan here, okay? Or flan pan, or flan pan. Okay, so we put that in there. Don't overcook your caramel either, because then you'll get like this bitter taste to it. You don't want that. So we're just going to put that into our pan, because we have to water bath this. That's why I'm putting it into this bigger pan. And we're going to let that sit for a minute while we get started on this. Take your 6 eggs, okay, and whisk those really good. Okay, and then I lined up my ingredients, so it would be easy to remember the order in which I'm going to incorporate them. Next, I'm going to add my can of sweetened condensed milk to this. Okay. Then to that, I'm going to add my strong coffee, my espresso. Okay. So that's really going to darken this up a bit. It smells good already. Smell that coffee. Next to that, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. That's going to add a little contrast of a flavor to our flan here. Okay, and then finally to that, we're going to add our 1.5 cans of evaporated milk. Okay, or 18 ounces if you want to measure it out. You can eyeball it if you want and try to guess the amount of a 1/2 can, but 18 ounces is the exact measurement. Then just a pinch of salt to that. Why? I don't know, because that's what they told me to do. Okay, and there is our mixture, our custard flan mixture that we're going to bake here, okay? So now, we're going to pour it right into this pan. Now, it didn't say to wait until the caramel cools or anything like that. It just kind of how they showed you how to do it. So I'm just going to pour this right onto the top of our caramel here. Okay. Done. Now, all I'm going to do is fill this about halfway up with water, halfway up my pan. Get this into our 350 oven. We're going to bake this for about an hour, hour and 15 minutes, till the custard seems like it's, setting, but a little jiggly still. And we'll be back while we do that. Okay? So when it comes out, we'll see what it looks like and see how we did as far as that. Then we got to let it cool down. Then we got to get it in the fridge, and it's got to sit in the fridge like 6-8 hours at least to really set up and everything else. So this is something you definitely want to do early in the morning of Thanksgiving, and it'll be ready for dinner. I mean, really early. Or do it the day before, today, and you'll have it for tomorrow. And then you won't have to worry about it. Alrighty? Be back in a bit. It's a bunch of hours later, and our flan has been chilling, so it's nice and firm. Now I scored around the hole outside, and the trick is it going to pop right out of this thing? I have no idea. I don't know. Yeah, I guess, maybe, yeah. Hey, look at that, would you? Wow, for a first time flan, I think I did pretty darn good. Wow, and then there's all this sugar on the bottom, like all the sugar hardened down on the bottom, like crystal, like candy. I don't know if that's what's supposed to happen or not, but that's what happened. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying this one. All right, let me get a plate and a knife and a fork and espresso flan. Be right back. Okay, so let me cut a piece of this and see how we did as far as flavor. I mean, it looks perfect. I mean, from any flan I've ever seen, it looks absolutely perfect. But let's see how it tastes. Ooh, look at that perfect piece. All right. Look at that. Came out pretty nice, huh? Left that little tail on the bottom, but that's all right. Let's give it a taste and see what we got here. Wow. You really get the coffee flavor, which is great, because that's what you want. It's espresso day after all. But it's just delicious custard and this caramel that you get on the top. Oh my God. Chalk up another one for Steve Eats the Food Calendar. Never made flan before, first one, and I think that's pretty near perfect, if I do say so myself, and I do. All right, everybody, I'm gonna go eat some flan. Tomorrow's a big day, Turkey Day. It's something else too, which I don't know how I'm gonna pull this one off, but I could just cheat and say, yeah, it's Thanksgiving, and just do a Thanksgiving show, but the calendar, none of the calendars said National Thanksgiving Day. It said something else. I'll tell you about it tomorrow when we get there. See you then.